For me and my family, peace is always an option. But today, choose violence. Now in a can.
Hey folks, Mike Barron here. Every time we do a crowdfunder, we place it on Fund My Comic. Because Luke Stone is a great guy, he's a stand-up guy, and most importantly, Fund My Comic is very comic creator friendly. They won't kick you off if some purple-haired freak writes in and tells them to kick you off. His fees are also very low. I recommend Fund My Comic for any comic or graphic novel projects you intend to do.
In the middle of the night or early Friday morning, depending upon where you are in the world, a group of experienced comics professionals get together to examine and instruct about the art form that they love. That's great comic artwork on Comics by Night, Fridays at 5 a.m. Eastern, here on the Indie Comics Network, indiecomicsnetwork.com.
What was that? This is not a charade.
Just you and me, Pedro.
Yeah.
I have no idea why StreamYard does this. Stupid StreamYard.
Yeah. We have nothing to show, just bacon.
Just bacon. Just bacon.
Yeah.
It's been 3 weeks, man. 3 weeks since we last saw each other.
Yeah.
It's good to hang out with you, man.
It's been busy.
It has been. It has been. Last week, I was dropping my son off at the airport because he was flying down to Jacksonville, Florida to hang out with his friend for the week.
Oh, nice.
Now, tonight, we have to be at the airport to pick him up at 10:30. Yeah, so it is a 2-hour drive from the airport to the house. So we have no idea what Luke's going to be like tomorrow. Probably a bit of a zombie.
I mean,
Probably
functional zombie fine. It's part of getting older. So as long as you can function with minimal communication, you'll be fine.
I think I'll be okay. I don't have to really be awake until about 2:30 in the afternoon
There you go.
on Friday because the kids, the teens from the school, they start showing up around 3.
Yeah.
3-ish. So I have to be on by then. So it will be copious amounts of energy drinks, coffee, caffeine pills.
Ooh,
You know,
yeah.
we'll get it together, man. We'll get it
Dude,
together.
is that for Loco an energy drink or just booze?
I think is it booze with energy in it?
Ew. Okay.
It might be.
That sounds dangerous.
Of course it is.
Yeah, the thing is, like, with the way the world is in, like, a lot of American products are tariff free now in Panama. So
Yeah.
we're getting a lot of products that we didn't used to get before, and Four Loko is one of them. And I
You're
just
loving it, aren't you?
I just saw it at the supermarket. Like, I was making groceries on Tuesday, and I saw it, like, ooh, Four Loko.
Speaking of a zombie,
There you go.
check this out. Did you know this? New Dynamite series, female Dynamite characters in a zombie crossover.
Huh.
Yeah, so Dynamite Entertainment will launch a new Dynamite series
Okay.
featuring the female Dynamite characters in a zombie crossover this October. In the new series Dynamite Blood Red, the zombie virus can only infect men who seek female prey. Vampirilla, Deja Thoris, Miss Fury, and others will fight to protect the Earth.
This sounds very 2019 to me. You know?
2019.
Yeah, but hey, you know, it's at least it's a new thing.
Yeah.
You know, so that's good.
It's
But
something
yeah.
It's new, but it definitely has an old feel.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of old feels,
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce.
Old
welcome,
feels.
Brandy.
It's Brandy.
In the house.
What's
Good
up?
to have you here this morning.
Took me a minute to get the hamsters warmed up on the wheel. So
There
I
you
understand
go.
how that is. I was logging out. I literally hit start stream at 9 a.m. and it went. StreamYard just did its thing. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Typical.
So I think the world might be healing, guys.
You think?
Yeah. Have you seen this American Eagle ad?
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Yeah. On that front. Yeah. The world's healing on that front. Yeah.
Don't
that
get too
front.
far ahead of yourself. The world tends to be a disappointment after a while. So.
It's a fickle lady.
Fickle
The world
world.
is.
You know, like
Really?
on international news, like Vietnam is invading Cambodia.
Yeah. What's up with that, man?
I don't know.
When did
The
that
thing's
happen?
like,
When did
okay,
that start up?
What I was about to say might get the show
Last
flagged.
night.
I'm just not gonna say it.
Well, last night, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear about? Everyone's talking about the WNBA right now.
Oh yeah.
Nobody's
had,
talking
now,
about the
three
WNBA
occasions.
right now. What are you talking about?
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
Yes,
they
they
are.
are, Andy. Yes,
Mhm.
they are. Oh, yes, 100%. It's everywhere because people are throwing the green machine out onto the court
Yep.
3 times now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And by green
yeah,
machine, Randy,
I saw that.
A
Yeah.
large green personal device. Let's call it
Yeah.
that.
Marital aid. It's not even a marital aid.
Chucking it out there on the court 3 times now.
I mean,
And,
you got to make that game exciting somehow.
somehow, one of them that they did, it really highlighted an air ball, a
Oh.
super bad air ball.
They got to do
Nice.
something to try to get attention.
They really do. So back to the Sydney Sweeney thing. So the ad that apparently
Yeah.
is racist, and makes everyone a Nazi. Everyone loved, but if that wasn't enough, they found out that she down in Florida, where she lives, she's a registered Republican.
Oh no!
Nice.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Where's
Yeah.
that? Oh no! And it gets worse, guys. It gets worse. I don't know if you've seen this or not. Check this out.
I expect this for your first day.
Hey, eyes up here.
Wow.
9:21.
Oh my god, girl. Your first time? That was really good.
You're going dog nuts. I mean,
She can shoot.
Yep.
Yeah. So now, like, everybody's talking about Sydney,
It's not a good look.
and the crazies are freaking out. But American Eagle stock,
Sorry.
dude, soaring right now. They realize that, look, maybe, just maybe, beautiful women help sell your product.
Yeah, go figure.
Right?
Not just
Like,
their
that's the
Wall
only
Street,
thing-
not just their Wall Street stock, but the stock in the stores
Oh yeah,
are also flying out the door.
flying off the shelf.
Mhm.
And here's the thing. It's like, we've known in comics for years that beautiful women sell your product.
Yeah.
Right now, that's the only thing keeping a lot of comics afloat on Kickstarter is the
Yep.
fact that they've got these really sexy covers, right? I mean, there's companies that's all they do is they make a parody book of something with hot women, and they just do like these pinup covers, and they sell like crazy, No
Like
shame
hot
on anyone's thing, but it works, right? It's working for them.
Yeah.
But American Eagle figured it out. Pretty funny. So I think at least that, like, I think some of our culture is like, you know what? We need to kind of back away from Crazy Train a little bit.
Yeah.
Speaking of Crazy Train, since we
It's-
last met,
This isn't quite that though, Luke. This
You
is
don't think so?
activating this. No, this is activating the crazy train. This is a new
Yeah.
form of marketing that you're just seeing the start of now, called PTW marketing, called Poke the Woke.
poke the woke.
Yeah.
I'm seriously.
That's
they're-
not
they're,
new. That's not new.
I'm-
We've been doing that for a long time already.
Well, it's an exact opposite reaction to the Bud Light mess, is what it is. Somebody at a marketing firm said, well, what if we do this? Is this going to start this? And if this starts this, think of all the attention that we're going to get. And
Yeah.
American Eagle, it's literally turned their company around, which was dovetailing into nothing. This was kind of a Hail Mary pass for them and their advertising company. They knew what they were doing. If they didn't start it, they definitely prompted it. That type of reaction, because it gave them the reaction exactly what they were expecting,
Yeah.
and they're just riding the wave right now,
Maybe.
And not only that,
and
like,
quite
you're right.
happily.
yeah, not only that, the fact that they're calling it racist to me is very funny because they're not lying. She's got good genes. If they
Well-
said like Sydney Sweeney has good genes as opposed to Beyonce or something like that, and then it's like, whoa, hey, take
Yeah,
it.
then it's like that's
There's-
what.
Yeah, exactly. But they just
There's
assume
no
that
way.
it's-
There's no way at the moment you're going to put something out in a commercial that's really humorous and not get somebody triggered,
Yeah,
Oh,
because
right, yeah.
everybody is so sensitive, overly sensitive,
I-
and they
Nobody can
deserve
take a
to
joke.
be poked. And American Eagle deserves all the money that they can pull from this.
They did it. Yep.
yeah.
And the left was
How
wrong.
dare you?
Yep.
How dare you?
They're gonna make a.
What
lot
does
of
this
money.
mean? What does it mean, Randy?
It
What's it
means
all
we're going
mean?
to be seeing a lot more of this in the future, and they're going to
I
be
think so.
trying to trigger the 25% or whatever of these diehard
Mm.
people that sadly deserve
Mockery.
No, they deserve counseling. Some of these
They
folks
deserve
do.
counseling.
So
I agree.
They really need
agree.
help. They're in a bad mental
They do.
state,
Yeah.
and they're easily triggered. And that's what they did. They triggered. They poked the woke. That's what it is. That's why
it means you're a catcher, not a pitcher.
I think I'm gonna quote Charlie Murphy on this one. They're getting help right now because they need to see how ridiculous they are.
Well, you also quote P.T. Barnum. There's one born every minute. You know, sucker born every minute.
Sucker born every minute.
Every minute.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Howard Stern. All right.
Yeah.
So I think at this point in 2025, we should be able to realize that if you look at 51% of the population, you say, I do not want you partaking in the thing that I produce for you to consume. It's going to put us out of business. We can't do that, guys. I mean, come on. They did it with comics. Comics started failing. Howard Stern did it, and it like quickly he got canceled. I mean, come on. The ratings dropped.
Well, that wasn't that quick. It's been a slow death. His ratings have been in the toilet since COVID. And it's just taken Sirius this long to stop, breathe a little, look at their contracts and say, hey, dude, when your contract's over, you're done. Because we're not going to keep paying you that amount of money to take over. I think he's on 2 different Sirius channels, and neither one of them probably have very little airplay at the moment, because all he's down to doing now are dry, smoochy interviews with people that he likes. And nobody wants to listen to that.
Yeah, but
I never really was a fan of Howard Stern.
Yeah, but not only that, I think the time of the sacred cow, like the huge media guy, that's over. And it's been over for a while. It's just that this big companies move so slowly that it's finally catching up to them. Dude, Colbert's not making the ratings. Stern's not making the ratings. Everybody who was a big name 10 years ago is not making the money back. I mean, they're getting paid hundreds of millions of dollars, and they're not making even to break even. They're not making that money back because people, entertainment has fractured so much that it's not
with
worth
Sirius, Stern literally helped kick off the company, and so they didn't want to do this, but they're losing so much money that they have to do this. Exactly. I think CBS is at the same point. They don't care, who's out there 11:30 at night actually watching television anymore, let alone being awake and watching television. And Colbert has been dry and humorless, especially since after the bug. So they, again, both of these guys, everybody's up in arms about them leaving. They're finishing their contracts, which means they're not getting fired. They're just not getting renewed. And I think you're going to see the same thing happen across the board with Myers, and probably the View people probably already know. That's why they went on hiatus a month early, as they're going to come back either completely retooled or with a different. There'll be a couple of different cast changes, I think, for sure, on that show, and you'll see a whole different sea change on the show, or they won't come back at all. I
am never going to financially recover from this.
Or you'll see a lot of podcasts coming up after this.
Right now, especially, Disney has to stop the bleeding, is what it is.
Oh yeah.
That's why you see Fantastic Four out there, and yet it doesn't make money. And everybody wants to blame the audience. They want to blame Pascal. We might be talking about this later, and I'm sorry if I'm jumping the gun. But it's
so many bad choices. When streaming came about, he moved to satellite radio.
Yep.
Dude.
Well, he was paid. He made his money. He got paid.
Yeah. They paid him thinking that it could bring people that were listening to streaming over to
when satellite radio started up, nobody was paying a lot of attention to streaming, but that's they got their money more than their money's worth out of him. I think
you buy a car today and it will come with satellite radio right in it. You don't have to ask for it. So there were big contracts way back when to make satellite radio a thing, but they just lost the war to podcasts, like Betamax versus VHS. Is the same thing.
Yep.
Speaking of streaming,
Yep.
I am now on Spotify, guys.
Ooh.
I have a track over there. I have another album that I'm an older album of demos that I recorded as kind of a musical journal that had been sitting on my hard drive for the last 12 years. And I am releasing that. And then I have a number of new songs that I'm recording and producing with a friend of mine. And those are coming out. But the streams are doing pretty good right now. We're up to 568 monthly listeners. And the track Fires has just a little under 1,500 listens already, which is a pretty good deal for a guy who can't play or sing and primarily does comic book stuff. So
yeah, and don't have Sydney Sweeney jeans.
And I don't have Sydney Sweeney jeans. Yeah. So I think I made my wife and daughter uncomfortable the other day.
Ooh.
Because I told them, I said, you know, I'm not like trans or any of that stuff, you know. Not really into any of that. I said, but sometimes, and only on a rare occasion, that's exactly what they're like. I don't know that I want to have this conversation. My wife said, I wish I was a hot girl.
Yeah.
And she's like, what? And I said, it is so much easier to sell a comic book. It is so much easier to sell a song if you are a hot girl. And she's like, okay.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you have to admit, it is.
That's why I'm writing a book called When You're Ugly, You Need to Have Talent. And
yeah. You know, those of us who are ugly must have talent.
Yeah.
We must work hard. We must deliver the goods, as they say.
Exactly. Yes.
Yep. That's definitely what you must do. So, guys, we're just going to jump into news because we are going to start doing Nerd Bacon a lot shorter. With the school season coming up, especially in September, I have a Thursday morning thing that I'm a part of with the school. So I will be needing to get out at 10:15. And so we're just going to keep shortening this. Who knows? Maybe one day the show will be 15 or 20 minutes. You know, 12-minute bacon. Yeah. But let's dive.
Give it
shall we?
Short sizzle.
Yeah.
A short sizzle. Let's dive, shall we, into some news since we've missed a lot in the last. Indie Comics Unlimited Live brings you Webtoons Forum's Consumer Goods Division. Can you believe this? Webtoons Entertainment has announced the formation of a consumer goods division with former SVP, head of global publishing, Tina McIntyre, to run with expanded responsibilities. In her new role as SVP, head of consumer goods, McIntyre will oversee publishing, including the company's own imprints, and the merchandising and licensing team. McIntyre was promoted to SVP in 2023 after stints as interim head of publishing and VP in marketing for Wattpad Webtoon Studio. Webtoons Entertainment is rebranding its production company as Webtoon Productions, formerly known as Wattpad Webtoon Studios. David Madden, who had served as head of global entertainment for the studio, will be president of the reorganized company, continuing to oversee development, production, and sales for film, TV, and animation production. So here's what I love about this company. They just made a platform for other people to create content, and now they are marketing. Now they are pretty much making money off of the content. Yeah. I think people were concerned that that's what Fund My Comic was going to do. I can guarantee you Fund My Comic is not going to do that. It's not even on our horizon. We don't care about doing all that stuff. I'm way too busy. Maximilian Joe. What a name. Maximilian Joe will add the role of vice president, head of strategy for the company's global IP business team, in addition to his prior role of general counsel and corporate secretary for Webtoon Entertainment. In his new role, he will develop new strategic initiatives. I love that. Strategic initiatives.
Dude, he's smiling like he just had sex.
He probably did.
Yeah. Dude.
Yeah.
This is making my blood boil.
Maximilian.
That whole press release was them just adding new titles to people that they already had on board. They're answering new phones. Oh, okay. I can add that to my resume, I guess.
All right, guys. This is why I pay the $10 a month, so I can see this stuff. Pro, in-depth comic and graphic novel sales up in 2024. That's what they're saying. Oh, I got to sign in. Hold on.
Good thing your password was dotted.
Yeah.
Or else you would have just doxed it to the entire world.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What are you talking about, man? Come on.
Yeah, it's
freaking technology today is driving me crazy. I don't know. Maybe we're not going to look at it. Maybe it's not for us today.
We'll take their word for it.
Everybody else have.
Comics are up. It's probably 2%. Some wild small figure. It'll be great.
North American comics graphic novel market down 7% in 2023. But, however, it is well, it's back to the where are you at? There you go.
Jumping back.
However,
okay.
Total comics and graphic novel sales to consumers in the U.S. and Canada were around 1.94 billion in 2024, up 4% from the 1.87 billion sales in 2023. But that was down 7%. So if you're keeping track at home, kids, that is still a net loss. And this is after the reset after rapid growth during COVID. So both years were up a lot from the pre-COVID era sales. In 2024, we're up 73% from 2019. So they're saying that this is a long way to say it's down, but it's up.
Yeah.
If it's that bar graph there, they're almost the same as 2021.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was 1.905 billion there, and it's 1.94 billion in 2024.
Up slightly.
But we're down. We're down a little bit.
We're down. We're up. We're down.
But we're still better than 2020.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. Maybe this is the new normal for comics and graphic novels because they did start counting scholastics and manga.
Probably right between 2020 and 2021.
They did it at the end of 2020.
Yep.
So the numbers for 21 included scholastics and manga. And so I think this might be the new, unless all of this goes away. If all of the comic book graphic novels for like standard, like what we would call comic stuff would go away, just chop that in half. I don't know. I hope it's doing well. I hope it is. I want people to be buying comics and graphic novels, and I want them to buy from independent creators. I want them to go to my comic and support all these guys over there. There's a lot of great guys over there.
This figure still doesn't figure in any type of campaigns, crowdfunding campaigns.
No, it does not. No, it does not. Consigners can win in bankruptcy cases against Diamond.
Well, if there's justice in the world, yes, they should. This is like open robbery, man. Like just taking stuff that doesn't belong to you and just sell it. It's theft.
Absolute theft.
Yep.
Yeah. The news that Diamond Comic Distributors was seeking to seize and sell consignment inventory in its warehouse instead of returning the inventory or selling it and paying the consigners was a big blow to the 182 suppliers affected by the potential move. Ooh, that's
182.
That's grand larceny, baby.
Yep.
It's beyond
it would
grand
also
larceny.
have a negative impact on retailers that depend on access to the inventory or may have inventory that would be devalued by a liquidation sale of the titles.
Mm-hmm.
A tipster sent us a bankruptcy case in the Fourth Circuit which included Maryland, where the Diamond bankruptcy was filed, that was decided in favor of the supplier, which shows a path to possible success for publishers in the Diamond case. The bankruptcy court can order the return of the inventory to the supplier if the supplier can show that the person conducting the business is generally known by his creditors to be substantially engaged in selling the goods of others. If Leak versus Kalik, related to a 1995 bankruptcy by two people surnamed Gregory and Virginia bankruptcy court decided that the burden of proof had been met in order for the inventory returned to the supplier. To determine what the creditors thought, a survey was conducted, which showed that a majority of the creditors understood that the company was typically selling the goods of others. The number of creditors in the 1995 case was very small, but it seems that the principle applies to the Diamond case. Regardless, everybody knows that Diamond sells the product of other people, that they don't actually own it. Everyone knows this. Everyone.
Yep.
It's been the model forever. Guess what? More Diamond news, more consignment issues. Can you believe it? In the last 3 weeks, we're going to have a lot of Diamond news. It seems like Diamond news never goes away. It's like that's all I hear about these days. Diamond suppliers uniting to fight inventory seizure, filing this week to block the move. Publishers who were consignment suppliers of Diamond, that's that 182 we just talked about. According to a notice sent to ICV2, 3 publishers were named as part of the effort so far. Fantagraphics Books, Drawn and Quarterly, and Dynamite Entertainment. Dynamite. The notice said, notice to all publishers and vendors who distributed products through Diamond or its successor entities have publicly moved to sell inventory currently in its warehouses without publishers' consent. Several publishers are pooling their resources together to challenge these proposed sales procedures for this inventory. If you represent a company with inventory currently warehoused with Diamond or its successor entities and would like to learn more, please reach out to the following publishers who are helping to put together our group of vendors. Here's a list of those people that you can contact if you are so affected. The seizure and sale of the supplier's consignment inventory will have substantial financial impact on the 182 suppliers affected by the move, as well as potentially tying up and or devaluing inventory that retail need for their customers. Fantagraphic Books, Eric Reynolds laid out the situation in a recent interview with ICV2, in which he described the situation as DEFCON 2, if not 1, for the direct market. There is at least one path for the publishers to prevail, and that's to show that Diamond is generally known by his creditors to be substantially engaged in selling the goods of others. Using a survey of creditors, this strategy has been used successfully to get a bankruptcy court to order the return of the consignment inventory to the suppliers. Whatever legal strategy the publishers pursue, this group is going to pool resources to pay for it. That's happening, guys.
Nice.
In other news, let's talk about this, though. Clunan, Fletcher, and Kerschel reunite for Gotham Academy first year.
Oh, goody.
It's going to be exciting, right? It's like a slice of life, what is that? The teen version of the Disney Channel. Yeah. You know, a little Kim Possible.
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell, yeah. More than a decade after its original launch, Gotham Academy is back in Gotham Academy the first year. A new 6-issue prequel to the first series, writers Becky Clunan and Brendan Fletcher and cover artist Carl Kerschel are returning to the series. The interior artist will be Marco Ferrari. The new story takes place before events of the original series, as main character Olive Silverlock arrives at Gotham Academy and begins to navigate
campus life while still processing a traumatic event involving her mother. DC will publish the 40-page first issue on October 1st, 25, with a main cover by Kerschel and variant covers by Dustin Nguyen and Sweeney Boo.
This sounds like this is going to be action-packed, guys.
Gotham Academy is self-contained
Yeah.
team adventure that features a mix of new and familiar characters, and it's accessible to new readers. Here's a gallery. Let's take a look. Let's see what we've got. There's a cover.
Yeah.
Yep. This is here's another cover.
Very painterly.
Yeah.
There's a much better cover.
There's a cover.
Another cover.
There's a decent cover.
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting covers, guys.
Did you guys get the story?
I
think I did.
It's not for me. It's not for me.
No.
Speaking of Dynamite,
Wednesday's coming back.
Today.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Dynamite.
Anyway.
Yeah. Dynamite goes with Simon & Schuster. Did you know that? For its book channel. Dynamite Entertainment is signed with Simon & Schuster for book channel distribution. The company's announced Simon & Schuster distribution services will handle sales to book chains, indie bookstores, other non-comic brick and mortar retailers, e-commerce retailers, and libraries worldwide. Dynamite Entertainment is one of the most dynamic publishers of comics and graphic novels. Simon & Schuster Distribution Services SVP Michael Perlman said of the new signing, "We look forward to working with them to expand the reach of their tremendous list into the worldwide book market." Congratulations, Dynamite, on that move. It's very good for you. This does complete the Dynamite's divorce with Diamond Comic Distributors. So
Diamond Book Distributors.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good move for him. I think getting away from Diamond is a good move for anyone.
Yeah.
Oh, no, here we go. We got more Diamond news. Can you believe this?
Oh, no.
Numerous objections. Oh, boy. You know what? You're right, Bunny. You're right. We need him. Sing us the song, Third Eagle.
Doom and gloom coming soon.
Yep.
Listen to Third Eagle's tune. Numerous objections to Diamond's hostage inventory plan. Nice. I like they're calling it that. Hostage.
But, I mean, it's a good
describes it. Yeah.
The battle is now joined between the bankrupt estate of Diamond Comic Distributors, Inc. and publishers that sold to Diamond on a consignment basis over Diamond's plan to seize and sell off consignment inventory in its warehouse. 3 groups of creditors and numerous individual publishers filed objections by Wednesday's deadline, and deadlines to object were extended until Friday for Image Comics and the Unsecured Creditors Committee. The objections were to a motion proposed by Diamond to seize and sell inventory in its warehouses that belongs to publishers that were selling to Diamond Comic Distributors and Diamond Book Distributors on a consignment basis and put the money into a pool to pay all creditors, rather than the publishers that owned the inventory. The move has caused some to call the inventory hostage inventory and to predict severe damage to publishers and the marketplace if it proceeds. And you know what, honestly, I don't think Diamond cares about the marketplace or the publishers because they never really did to begin with.
Yep.
Their true colors are just coming to light. That's all it is.
Well, this is the new owners, by the way.
Yeah.
This
One
isn't
group,
the old
True.
Diamond.
It's
but you're right.
Obviously,
they still don't care.
No, they don't care. One group, the Ad Hoc Committee of Consigners, filed on behalf of 11 companies, which were not identified, noting that the objection was also in the best interest of similarly situated consigners. As an exhibit, the objection included the agreement between Diamond and Paizo, Inc. Paizo was a client of Diamond Book Distributors and has announced that its August and September release would not be available to the book channel. A likely unnamed member of the group is Green Ronin Publishing, which has raised over $35,000 for legal fees via a GoFundMe, and said in an update on the campaign that it had joined a group effort with other affected companies. A second group consisted of 13 companies, 12 comic publishers, including Dynamite Entertainment, Magnetic Press, Massive Publishing, Oni Press, Graphic Monday, Black Mask Studio, Aspen Comics, Heavy Metal, Alien Books, Titan Comics, Vault Comics, and Distillery. Plus Panini UK. Distillery. They still can't buy a vowel.
Distillery.
Surprisingly, the group did not include Fantagraphics books or Drawn and Quarterly, which the announcement of the group named as two of the organizer. Third group objection was filed by Gamma on behalf of certain of its members, with two named Roll for Combat and Snowbright Studio. Individual objections were filed by Humanoids, NBM, William M. Gaines Agent, and Abstract Studios, Graffiti Design, Magma Comics, and Two Morrows.
Oh, that's clever.
Yep.
Two Morrows.
Grounds for the objections varied. A number of the objections asked that rather than ruling on the motion, the dispute be changed to an adversary proceeding to determine who owned the inventory before ruling on how it could be sold. So that's what's going on there. It's more doom and gloom. And I wish I had better news. I wish I had better news for you. But as of July 18th, the group Battling Diamond has 9 comic publishers in it. As of July 18th at 2:25 a.m., 9 comic publishers are members of the ad hoc committee of consigners, along with game companies Paizo Inc. and Green and Ronin Publishing. ICV2 has learned the ad hoc committee was one of 3 groups, along with numerous individual publishers, to file objections. The ad hoc committee included Drawn and Quarterly, Fantagraphics, Living the Line, Xenoscope Entertainment, Ablaze Publishing, Avatar Press, Hermes Press, American Mythology Productions, and Udon Entertainment. Udon. Udon noodles are pretty not bad. I like Udon. In addition to the 2 game publishers, this explains why Drawn and Quarterly and Fantagraphics, 2 of the 3 companies that put out the word last week that they were organizing to fight the Diamond Move. I'm going to skip down here with the 9 comic publishers in the ad hoc committee, the 12 companies in the second group, and 6 companies that objected individually. There are now 27 comic or comic-related publishers objecting to Diamond's motion.
Guys, can you hear that?
That's still...
Sorry. Can you hear that? Because I'm going to mute myself if you can.
I can't hear it.
Okay.
Can't hear it.
It's just 2 birds having like a very avid discussion on my window.
Oh, they're really just enjoying themselves.
Yeah, they're going at it.
Can't hear it. Guys, check this out. Substack is raising money.
All right.
They raised $100 million. Substack has raised $100 million. Series C funding round. The company announced, which will be used to fund the growth of the platform, including support from creators. The round was led by Bond and the Chernin Group, with participation from Andreessen and a bunch of other people. Substack said it will invest in better tools, broader reach, and deeper support for the writers, and creators driving Substack's ecosystem. I got the hiccups here.
Yeah.
Other plans for the new funds include expanding use of the Substack app, which it sees as a healthier alternative to other media apps, an escape from the doom scroll and a place to take back your mind. Very possible, very, very possible. To do that, I'm not sure. I think that it could easily go I think anything that goes social eventually goes the way of Reddit or
X.
What was that? No, what was that one? Where you used to do article, like you would do blogs. My daughter's still on it.
Yeah, I'm blanking out on that one. I know which one you're talking about, but
I can't remember what it's called. Yeah,
it's a very memorable site.
Everybody it's basically a hellscape now.
Yeah.
Tumblr, that was it.
Tumblr, yeah. There
Tumblr.
you go, Tumblr.
Tumblr's always been a hellscape, but anyway.
Yeah. Everything becomes a hellscape pretty quickly. Speaking of hellscapes, here we go again. Exclusive. People on the Move. Skybound adds 2 to editorial team. Let's check them out. Let's see who we got going here. Lopez. This is Deegs Lopez. And she is going to be the senior editor. Lopez will handle licensed projects in the Universal Monsters line, as well as Lego Ninjago graphic novels.
Ninja
She will
Go.
also, Ninjago. It's called Ninjago.
Yeah.
It's called Ninjago.
Yeah.
That's how we pronounce it here.
Yeah.
She will also acquire original works. Lopez was previously senior editor of children's entertainment at Abram Books, working chiefly on graphic novels, and prior to that was at DC Comics when the Young Readers line was being launched. Next, we have Caitlin Sinclair Chappell or Chappelle.
Chappell.
I'm not sure how you want to say that.
Chapel.
Who knows?
Chappelle.
Who knows? She can say it however she wants it. She will be working with editorial director Alex Anton and executive editor Ben Abernathy on a variety of projects, including Universal Monsters, G.I. Joe, The Real American Hero. Prior to coming to Skybound, she worked at 2 comic shops, Forbidden Planet in New York and Collector's Paradise in Los Angeles, and was a freelance journalist for Screen Rant and Anime Herald. There you guys go. Skybound has 2 new editors.
Screen Rant. There you go.
Yeah. How's it make you feel? Now, I know this guy. I've known this guy since he first came on the scene. This Kevin Rodatelli. Rodatelli. Yeah, I've known him since he first came on the scene many years ago. We were all just trying to make it back then. So he is once again partnering with someone to do something. I think he was like Massive Comics or publishing or something like that. I think that's what he was doing. I can't remember. It was like some like distribution group that he was doing, and I don't know whatever happened with that. Like it was that one day, now it's this day. So we'll be working with the creators and one partnering with publishers. So 2 industry veterans are launching new creative services agencies just ahead of Comic-Con. Former Batman editor Joe Illidge has launched Illuminous, a production and creative services company that will focus on working with creators to build their stories strategically with an eye to develop them out for other media, including film and television. The company's current projects include Zero, the film based on the DC Comics series by Christopher Priest and Chris Cross. Winfield, a graphic novel by Illidge and Chris Cross, and a sci-fi thriller Posthuman. Massive Publishing co-founder and former president Kevin Rodatelli, who left the company in March, has launched Rodatelli Productions, which will act as a partner to publishers, creating ready-to-publish materials based on original content and licensed properties, such as Sean Murphy's Zorro, Man of the Dead, which Rodatelli co-published with Massive. Having been in the publisher's seat for years, the hardest part is balancing daily operations while trying to build ambitious projects that could shake the industry without distributing the regular publishing schedule. Rodatelli said in a statement accompanying the announcement, "I'm offering what I'm good at, making big events." Rodatelli Production first project will be a comic based on a cult favorite cartoon from the 1990s. Original creators are involved. More details will be announced before Comic-Con in San Diego, July 2025. Yeah, well, I guess there's something for you guys.
Yeah.
More Diamond news. This time it includes Diamond UK. Diamond moves to sell Diamond UK to Employee Group. So they aren't even keeping Diamond UK. They realized there is no hope for them. No hope whatsoever.
Yeah.
Diamond Comics Distributors has filed a motion with the bankruptcy court to sell the shares owned by subsidiary comics exporters and comic holdings in Diamond UK to an employee group of the UK company. The sale is the result of a process managed by investment bank Raymond James, with the employee group bringing in the best offer at a heavily negotiated purchase price of $2.1 million. So the employees are buying their company so that they can keep working there.
Yeah.
You know, that's, I don't know.
I respect that.
I respect it. Do your thing, man. Oh my gosh, Diamond. New filings in Diamond consignment dispute. Sparkle Pop amends complaint against Alliance Entertainment.
Sparkle Pop.
We're rounding up here the developments in the Diamond Comic Distributors bankruptcy case late last week. Filings from 2 groups of creditors addressed the dispute Roiling the Diamond bankruptcy case over whether Diamond has the right to seize and sell consignment inventory in its warehouse. The ad hoc committee of consignors filed a motion to stay Diamond's motion to seize the consignment inventory. The ad hoc committee is composed of 2 game publishers and 9 comic publishers that are objecting to Diamond's plans, along with a second group of 12 companies and numerous individual consignment vendors. The ad hoc committee's motion was based on the grounds that there are disputes over who owns the inventory, which requires service of a complaint on each of the consignors, discovery of facts, motions, or trials that lead to a court ruling with the opportunity for appeals, and an amended Diamond motion that lists the inventory to be sold. Separately, the official committee of unsecured creditors, which represent the interest of all unsecured creditors, including both consignment and non-consignment vendors, filed a statement urging an expedited resolution of the dispute, noting that prompt settlement of the issues is the best interest for all stakeholders because of the cost of the dispute. The committee has concluded that protracted litigation of the issues raised in the motion will divert estate resources during a pivotal time in these cases. The committee said in its statement, urging the court to make specific steps to speed the dispute along towards a settlement. In other activity last week, Sparkle Pop LLC, the ad populum company that acquired assets of Diamond Comic Distributors and Diamond Select, has amended its complaint against Alliance Entertainment, adding a new count to the complaint and tweaking others. Alliance Entertainment is the company that was originally awarded both Diamond Comic Distributors and Alliance Game Distributors as a result of an auction of the company's assets. Alliance Entertainment terminated the asset purchase agreement and filed suit against Diamond and related parties after discovering that Wizards of the Coast was not an ongoing supplier of Alliance Games Distributors. The Sparkle Pop action was filed as a result of Diamond and Ad Populum's discovery that Alliance Entertainment hired 7 Diamond employees and appeared to be taking steps to go into competition with Diamond's new owners. The amended complaint filed last week adds a 5th count alleging that Alliance violated the NDA it signed as it was evaluating a purchase of Diamond, which included a provision restricting Alliance soliciting or hiring Diamond employees. Meanwhile, the clock is ticking, fees are mounting, and amounts available to pay creditors other than the bank are shrinking because of disputes surrounding this troubled bankruptcy. It is what we would call a crap show, my friends.
Yep.
Speaking of crap, Captain Underpants is going to have a manga adapting the best-selling series by Dogman creator Dave Pilkey is extending his brand even further with a new manga series based on his best-selling Captain Underpants chapter book. Captain Underpants, the first epic manga written and adapted by Pilkey with art by the manga artist Motohiro, will be released on April 7th of next year. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. No pictures yet. Nothing really to show. But it is going to be a manga version of Captain Underpants.
This is better news than the DC Academy, at least.
This is way better news than DC Academy. You want even better news? Who likes the Toxic Avenger?
Oh, dude. This was
so
my
I watched
childhood.
the cartoon. I watched the cartoon, had the toys, loved it. Had no idea about the Trauma Studios movies. Right? So here I am, a kid. I get a hold of the Trauma Studios movie.
Nice.
Wow.
There's an education.
Yeah, dude. Pan-Dimensional Dolphin is one of my favorites.
Let's just say, for those that aren't aware, Trauma Studios is known for its tit flicks, apparently.
Yeah.
But unbeknownst to my naive eyes, all I saw was the Toxic Avenger. And I was super excited to see a live-action Toxic Avenger. And then I got to see more than I bargained for.
Yeah. But I mean, it was the times, man. In the 80s, you needed to have breasts.
Well, and there was a number of R-rated movies that ended up with Saturday morning cartoons too.
Soft core pornographic scenes galore in that. Trauma Entertainment's Toxic Avenger is back in a big way with a film set to premiere on August 29th of this year. That is just in a few weeks. And 2 different comic treatments in the works. Legendary Comics will publish the Toxic Avenger, a graphic novel anthology that is based on the world of the film, which will be available at retail on September 2nd as a paperback with an MSRP of $19.99. Legendary is also teaming up with Rocket Ship to launch a Kickstarter on August 11th to fund a deluxe hardcover. That's what happens. Trauma Aroma, written by Rick Spears.
That sounds dirty.
Art by James Callahan. You know it is. New York, written by Ivan Brandon. Art by Fabiano Mascolo. Unky Helmet, written by Umar Dida. And art by Alex Medellin. Skumpkin, written by Janet Harvey with art by Sam Curtis and Edgar Taddeo. Toxie and Atticus, written by Walter Chaw, with art by Lane Lloyd. Damaged Goods, written by and drawn by Jonas Goonface.
You know, that's
Workin' Stiff. I hope it is.
Ew.
Workin' Stiff, written by Michael W. Conrad, with art by Noah Bailey. The terrible and terrifying true tale of making the Toxic Avenger again, written by Megan Blair, with art by Joe Flood. Ahoy Comics, meanwhile, has launched an ongoing series, The Toxic Avenger Comics, with original stories written by Matt Bors that follow last year's miniseries. Each issue of the new series will have a different artist and focus on a different genre. The first, released in July, was a horror comic with art by Fred Harper, the artist for the miniseries. Subsequent issues will highlight crime, sci-fi, romance, fantasy comics in that order. When I first approached Lloyd Kaufman and Trauma about reviving the Toxic Avenger in comics, I wasn't modest, Bors said in a statement accompanying the announcement. I pitched a new origin, outrageous new characters, and a fully mapped out, mopped up, multi-year storyline. Now, Fred Harper and I have been given the green light to go effing nuts. Ahoy is also publishing Toxie Team Up, which brings the Toxic Avenger together with different characters from other Ahoy titles. You know what? I think it's just going to be good, not clean. Well, clean if Toxie's mopping it up, right?
So if you guys enjoyed the work of Trauma, you might want to check a Japanese studio called Tokyo Shock.
Tokyo Shock.
Yeah, you'll find some good stuff there too.
Guys, do you like Tokyo Shock?
Yeah. The story of Ricky and Moon Over Tao are highlights.
Guys, I don't know about you. I did see the Superman movie. I loved it.
Yeah, it was good.
It's a good movie. It's fun. I mean, the stuff that people were complaining about, it wasn't in there. He never said truth, justice, and that line was never in the movie.
The truth, justice, and the world way or something?
Or in a better way.
In a better way. Yeah.
No, but I understand about 45 minutes of the film didn't actually make it to the screen either. So you might see it in an extended cut.
Yeah. The editors really went nuts on that one.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Fantastic Four First Steps had a big drop in its second week. People went to see it, and the word got out that it wasn't very good. In fact, some people that I know went and saw it, and they said it's boring. They said it's really boring.
It wasn't bad, though.
To get anywhere.
It wasn't a bad movie.
It was better than I was expecting.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad movie, but Marvel made us be used to not okay movies.
Yeah.
Well, after Endgame, they just dropped the ball.
They've taught everybody not to care.
Yeah, exactly.
About what they do, and they don't. That's why you're having, and it's going to happen for the next. I don't know. They're going to have to do a real gem of a movie in order to get people to return to the theater to see it again, because with Black Widow especially, they just stuck it on streaming. So now everybody knows. Well,
I'm already paying for Disney Plus, so maybe I'll go see it at the theater once and then watch it again when it comes back up on.
I'll
on
pay
Disney,
the extra
you know?
money to watch it at home.
So you don't have that experience. The thing with Superman, the reason Superman's making more money is there was so much going on, and there was so much movement, and for us diehard fans, there were so many characters that had never been on screen before. You wanted to go back and see it again. Plus, they treated Mr. Terrific amazingly well.
They really did.
Mr. Terrific is a
really
highlight.
did.
I didn't
Terrific
like
is getting his own spinoff.
He does.
I didn't like the hot girl screech. That's something that got on my nerves really fast.
Okay.
But that's the only criticism I have of the movie.
I'm surprised they let her drop the president. So
yeah.
The dictator of the country, I'm surprised they let her drop him.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
And guy, remember that really bad movie 2012 with what's his name? The guy from Grosse Pointe Blank. Like the earth of the cross was moving and everybody was dying. That same actor, the guy who played the president, died the same way. He fell to his doom. Yeah.
Okay.
Fell to his doom. Speaking of falling to their doom, Mark Ruffalo will reprise his role as the Hulk.
Oh no!
Spider-Man: Brand New Day, which is filming. I've seen some clips of him swinging through the streets. Looks pretty cool. The suit is not like one of these fancy suits. It's a cloth suit. It's like they're going back to what like the comics a little bit. I don't know. It's interesting, because obviously a Brand New Day. No one knows he's Spider-Man now. Everyone doesn't know. No one knows who Peter Parker is. Amazon MGM Studios has tapped Stephen Knight to pen the next James Bond film. What do you think of that? We're gonna get a new James Bond.
Yeah.
Stephen Knight. Who's that guy?
What'd Stephen Knight do before? It's the creator of Peaky Blinders. Oh, that's good.
Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Good luck to him.
Awesome series.
Disney is getting a new Avatar: Fire and Ash. A new trailer coming out of that. Warner Brothers, it's a new trailer for The Conjuring: Last Rites. We get a new Conjuring. Don't care about that at all.
I saw the trailer for Avatar while we were watching. I believe it was Fantastic Four. It was in the front of Fantastic Four. Both the wife and I looked at each other and said, "We haven't watched Avatar 2 yet." So
yeah,
anyway.
I mean, to me, Avatar it's a very like buy this toy kind of production. You know what I mean? It feels like you must like this, and I was like, nah, I'm all right.
Look, I do not want to dishonor Phil Seuling in any way. But I got to tell you, this photo looks like he's a serial killer, or
she's
like
collecting. He's collecting underwear.
I was just thinking that's probably a really good photo of Seuling.
Yeah.
Is this what he looked like? Is this how he? Is this what he came across as? Creepy.
Yeah, that
dude looks creepy as.
Depending upon who you talk to. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh,
all right. So Paul Levitz entered comics.
That's Paul Levitz right there.
Yeah, this is Paul Levitz right here. And rose to become publisher of DC Comics, and is now exploring new territory as a writer. In the column, Levitz looks at the introduction of Phil Seuling into the Will Eisner Hall of Fame. So he's they're trying
one
to
of
get in there.
One of the greatest, if not the greatest, runs on Legion of Superheroes was by Levitz.
Yeah, Levitz a pretty good guy.
Amazing
that's what's
work.
going on.
Yeah, the Darkness Saga, I think they called it's really good.
Yep. Let's keep moving right along because we got more Diamond.
More Diamond.
More Diamond.
August 6th. This was yesterday. Yesterday at 3:00 in the morning. Diamond bankruptcy continues to rack up fees over $9 million at the end of June. Oh my gosh.
9 million. Every time they rack up a new fee, another publisher in the green section gets paid less.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Just saying.
The bankruptcy of Diamond Comics distributors continues to be profitable for the professionals working on it. Professional fees billed from filing through the end of June now total over $9 million. We previously reported on the $2.3 million billed in April, which may end up being the top month for fees in the process. May and June fees totaling only $2.5 million, basically, for the 2 months combined. Those include $933,939 for Diamond attorneys
and 45 cents.
Saul Ewing LLP, $1.103 million for restructuring consultant Getzler, Heinrich and Associates LLP.
I too want to be a consultant.
$296,000. Yeah, me too. For unsecured creditor attorney Lowenstein Sandler LLP.
Unsecured creditor. There you go.
$18,000 for unsecured creditor local counsel Tidings and Rosenberg LLP.
Rosen. Yep.
And $186,000 for unsecured creditors consultant Berkeley Research Group LLC. That brings the total professional fees through the end of June to around $9.39 million. Still pending are the work on the sale of Diamond UK last month. The ongoing litigation between Diamond Comic Distributors purchaser Ad Populum and Alliance Entertainment, in which Diamond is involved, and the ongoing dispute over Diamond's proposal to seize and liquidate the consignment inventory in its warehouse, as well as the restructuring work to complete the asset sales and disperse available funds to creditors. There's a lot of concern over the disputes and their potential to take an extended period and high costs to resolve. The concern led the official committee of unsecured creditors to file a statement with the court urging an expedited resolution for the consignment inventory dispute, urging the court to take specific steps to speed the dispute along towards a settlement. These fees do not include fees to investment banker Raymond James and DIP lender JP Morgan Chase, which will be substantial.
They get 40 right off the top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because they loaned him to what's his name against they loaned it to Diamond to help in the transition.
And shortly after, a few minutes after, the ad hoc committee of consigners has filed a motion asking the bankruptcy court in charge of the Diamond, let's just call it the DCD bankruptcy, to force Sparkle Pop, the Ad Populum company that acquired assets for Diamond, to decide whether it wants to assume or reject the consignment agreements that were in force between Diamond and the publishers when bankruptcy was filed. The motion also lays out amounts of money owed to the 12 companies in the ad hoc committee for production sold between filing and the sale of Sparkle Pop. And after the sale, the amount owed for sales between filing and the sales of the company were to have been paid by Diamond as administrative claims. Unpaid amount totals $163,368, according to the filing. The committee also asserts that at least $347,791 is owed for products sold after May 15, when Sparkle Pop bought the Diamond Committee comic assets. The motion notes that Diamond Comic Distributors was informed Sparkle Pop that it did not sell the inventory, and argues that Sparkle Pop did not have the rights to sell it because it did not assume the contracts. In addition to asking the courts to force Sparkle Pop to assume or reject the contracts, the committee also asked that if Sparkle Pop rejects the contracts, they be deemed terminated. In addition to the consignment vendors represented by the ad hoc committee of consigners, a second group of 12 companies and numerous individual consignment vendors have objected to Diamond's plan to seize and sell the inventory. This latest filing by the ad hoc committee takes a different track in the dispute by asking the court to force a resolution to the status of the consignment contracts at the heart of the dispute. The ad hoc committee also filed a motion to stay Diamond's motion to seize the consignment inventory. We're going to have to wait till next week, folks, to find out what the conclusion of this drama will be. But I can tell you it's probably going to be fun.
It's going to keep going. It'll be more than next week.
Yeah. Yeah, that screech was annoying.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Oh, Joe running underneath that goes, Ruffalo, no.
Ruffalo.
Yes. Guys, we are right at the closing time here. So
Yeah.
I want to thank you guys for showing up today, being a panelist. Thank you guys for coming back after a 3-week hiatus.
Oh, somebody just blew a transformer.
Yeah.
We'll try to keep
Wow.
this thing going as
It's
best
a
we
manure
can.
truck. Sorry.
That's no problem. It just sounded like a transformer going bad.
Yeah.
Just want to
guys,
remind everybody, Atlantean 3 campaign over at Fund My Comic right now. I'm really proud of that writing, and Russ is really knocking it out of the park on the art. Go over there and take a look, fundmycomic.com. Should be the first campaign up there. We've got over 100 and I think it's 112 subscribers already, and I deeply appreciate every one of them. So go over there and take a look at that campaign.
And people have definitely been tipping the website, which is why you guys are all the way up there.
It's great. Thank you.
The fans
everybody.
are super supportive of what you guys are doing. Definitely check it out, guys. Do that. Check out what Pedro's doing. He'll be launching some stuff soon.
Before we go, like, since my agenda has opened up a little bit, I'm back to Waifus and Kaijus. I'm gonna finish the book before launching the campaign. So
sweet.
It's gonna be a 2026 launch, and I have a little preview of something I've shown before, but now it's finished color. Well, it's not almost finished colors. I'm not there yet. So if you share my screen right now, this is the
Trying won't let me.
Yeah.
Kick the hamster.
Yeah.
There we go.
We got the FMC Arena. This is the roundabout cover for Waifus and Kaijus.
Super awesome. I love it, dude.
Yeah, lots of waifus, lots of kaijus, and non-stop action. This is not gonna be people having coffee and avocado toast discussing gossip.
Let's talk about third period.
Yeah, exactly. This is just gonna be.
How's your econ class going?
Yeah, this is
I
gonna
hate my
be
professor.
cool robots just beating down kaijus, and you're gonna see people dying. Jinch wrote the story, and it's a whopper. So I'm really excited. I'm on page 42, not right now, coloring. So it's gonna be a 50-page book, and there's gonna be a lot of making ups. There's gonna be up to 60 pages, and
excellent. Looking forward to it. I do believe that Out of Obscurity goes out this week, and we'll be going to the printer shortly after. We're still shopping around printers, but I think I found one.
Thank goodness.
For that one. So finally, we're getting that done. I'm sick of it. It has been nothing but hurting kittens from the get-go. I will never do anything like that again in my life. I more than encourage other people to do that if they want to, but Luke Stone will not be involved in anything like that again. No, thank you. Not interested. Speaking of which, I am going to be transitioning this channel from a little less comic book stuff to a little more music stuff because I like music. And I want to include music because I haven't really been including much music at all in the stuff that we're doing. So,
oops, we just lost Pedro.
We did. We just lost him. All right. Thank you, Pedro. It was nice knowing you. Nice seeing you there, buddy. Randy, thanks for being a part of this mayhem.
Yeah, glad to be here. The house is currently under chaos, and we just got back from a long trip, and we have a memorial this weekend. But yeah, happy to be here. Thanks for having us. I do 2 podcasts a week too. Tomorrow morning we'll have one at 5 a.m. And then Sunday morning at 9 a.m. we do Sunday Funnies. Friday morning we do Comics by Night, where we look at some great old comics and let the conversation wander. It's a lot of fun.
Guys, be sure to check out those things. Leave likes and subscribe. Make comments. Tell us how good we're doing. Feed our egos. We need it. We're old, and we have nothing better in life right now except to seek your approval.
We're not hot girls, guys.
We don't care.
Look for me soon on TikTok. Yeah, there we go.
We're not hot girls, guys. We need the love.
Yeah. No, yeah, seriously though. Check out these guys. They do good stuff. They make fun things, and we have fun. We have fun and we jest. Guys, remember, build up more than you tear down. Leave that wood pile higher than you found it. By all means, I want you to please be careful out there.
Let's be careful out there. Let's be careful out there. persuasion for the bullet through the cashier's brain. Moving on, I see it 211. Half a dozen 459. 218 double user GTA. And several miscellaneous crimes.